Good morning. The topic of discussion board 3 is talking about organization and the diversity challenges. One of the big diversity challenges in the organization is in education itself. I'm here on Florida A&M's campus in the Department of Education building, and I was speaking to some of the administrators here and asking about how many undergrad male teachers are in education, and there were like only about a handful, which goes to the bigger problem of the lack of diversity. Only 2%, I feel like a unicorn almost, because only 2% of educators are black male. However, one of the worst performing demographics in the school system right now is black males. There's a correlation there. Many times, Johns Hopkins did research that says if a student has at least one black teacher in elementary or above, it drops their dropout rate almost 39%. So this is a big issue, not having a diversity in the education field, which is 80% white, 77% of that being female. It's a problem because many students of color make up some of the lowest performing demographics in the school, but cause most of the trouble because 66% of those who are suspended are black males. So the antidote to many of these problems would be a more diverse education. First of all, in leadership. Second of all, in the faculty. It would make a huge difference. It would change many times the dynamic, especially some of our lower performing schools and school districts. However, there's a lot of problems because many times a lot of black males aren't going. As you can see, I told you earlier, many of them aren't going into the education field. So as the whole organization, it has to be a better job of one, recruiting teachers of color to the education field. That's one of the most important things, the recruitment of teachers of color to the education field. One of the second things is retaining those teachers once they're recruited. Now, we discussed earlier that there are different incentives the government gives schools based on diversity and the enrollment of students of color, but maybe we could start giving those incentives to students trying to become teachers. They have different programs that will repay back loans and give different scholarships, but maybe we can move those other and recruit more of those teachers because as we can see by statistics, more black male teachers are needed. More teachers of colors are needed to solve some of these problems. Have a great day. See you next week.